Support.
The maestro, please!
New music in all the genres and even in the top 5. It is a Thanksgiving miracle. This'll be for the week of
November 26th. 2019.
On this day in music back in 2010, Adele released her song Rolling in the Deep. It would go on to win Billboard Song of the Year in 2011 and Record and Song of the Year at the Grammys in 2012. Obviously, this is the live version of when she toured for her album Him. Buying this gets you a much longer set consisting of an Act 1 and Act 2, as well as some special bonus features on both DVD and Blu-ray. This is probably one of the best high school orchestras out there. You can only get it via audition, and honestly, a lot of these kids are much more talented than I will ever be.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird.
I guess it's after Thanksgiving now, so I can't really complain about Christmas music anymore. Speaking of Christmas, I know a lot of smooth jazz artists tend to cater to the holidays and just release Christmas albums, so shout out to Najee for actually doing a normal smooth jazz album, as opposed to just doing a bunch of Christmas songs.
Singing.
I love rock and roll. Dear future self, I hope it's going well. I'm drunk on cheap whiskey in an airport hotel. Yeah. Hands up, ready for the ball. Never mind the rock and roll talk.
Their second greatest hits album, and if you're a Fall Out Boy fan and you're thinking you might skip on this one because you already have all of their greatest hits, I encourage you to pick it up because they have a new single off of this album, Dear Future Self, Hands Up, featuring Wyclef Jean.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and we built this city.
Ninja Sex Party's third album in their Under the Covers series, in which they do renditions of 80s and 70s pop and rock songs, and I recommend checking out the music videos as well, because they're fun to watch.
It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop.
You sprung me, baby, I sprung you. Yeah, and that me, baby, I'm on.
The fun thing about this album is that every song samples another major song, and it features the artist that the sample is taken from. For example, Jerry Sprunger has a sample of T-Pain's I'm Sprung and features T-Pain, just like Beauty and the Bends samples Beautiful, which was by Snoop Dogg, and also features Snoop Dogg.
Somebody save me from the madness. All my friends are watching. I can't hear them talking.
For those of you who are not familiar with Madeon, you're probably more familiar with his viral video, Pop Culture, in which he does a live mashup on an Ovation Launchpad. Since then, he's enjoyed a lot of success, and if you enjoyed that original video, I recommend checking out not only this album, but his debut studio album, Adventure, as well.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
I guess be careful what you wish for is all I meant when I said what you see is what you get.
Not gonna lie, I actually really like the cover art for this album because it is very emblematic of what you see is what you get.
You need to calm down. You're being too loud.
Well, she was named Artist of the Decade at the AMAs, so if you want to bookend your 2010s, listen to Speak Now, her third studio album, and then listen to this one.
Yeah, Hollywood is bleeding, but we call it home.
We've been talking about this one for a while now, and I've run out of things to talk about, just like I ran out of things to talk about with beer bongs and Bentley. So come back next week when I still probably won't have things to talk about, unless it gets its certification, that is.
You sprung me, baby, I sprung you. Yeah, and that me, baby, I'm on.
It's actually funny. This is the first one in the Chixtape series to not actually be a mixtape. This is a full-fledged studio album, which means all the samples had to be cleared, which I guess was easy because, again, all of the artists whose songs were sampled were also features on said songs.
Courage, don't you dare fail me now. I need you.
Celine Dion, that was something unexpected. Regardless, there are some classic Celine Dion songs on this, as well as some more modern versions of what people associate with Celine Dion's style, possibly due to the number of collaborators that she worked with on this album. I believe she originally had 42 songs, of which she had to pick 12. Regardless, some interesting producers on this album would be one David Guetta and Steve Aoki. Hopefully everyone in the US had a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully this isn't coming out too late after Thanksgiving with all these channel difficulties I've been having as of late.
And now I need some help for the maestro, please. Maestro. 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 Maestro, please. Maestro.